Hi viewers, I'm Advocate Sasni back here with a lot of problems. People said me, please do a conventional video about it. So I'm just want to see you why this happened. I think most of you all know what is this and how. It's all about dowry death. See, almost I thought that this session is not required for anymore for Indians. I thought, but now we are getting to this section now because of the Kerala Dowry Act. According to Vismaya's a very sad death, we have to adjust a small video which I need to say about the Dowry death and Dowry Act. You know that the Dowry Act, almost the people know how what is the dowry. People of the Kerala demands more dowry. Is it Is that a question arises in many streams. What did I say that in every cases, if you go for a marriage, the people states that the marriage means there must be a dowry. Is that? See, this is 2020. We are moving here with a leading a good positions. The girl is also widely educated, Vismaya. So the parents of our family have given so much of dowry. I think why do it is necessity to give a girl so much of dowry? As of that, she's a well educated. She's a well educated. She's a medical student, is it? So these questions, most of the people have arised. So what? I don't know what to say behind of it. But one thing I can say that the marriage is something where is solemnized by men and women. So in that case, they are why do we get into marriage is means where our parents after the parents living stage, how do the girl will survive, so that in the cases of that the parents decided to marry or decide to do a marriage for a girl. See, this was really harsh. I feel it. See here, the case is 24-year-old Vismaya, medical student, have done a suicide. So the marriage is that where why do we make do a marriage means just to give being a supporter or being a to get a good partner. We are parents get married, get soon married a girl. So this is what the Vismaya's parents also have been done. So they didn't expect these things will be happen. No more. Nobody can accept this, is it? So why do this happen? The dowry is one of the harsh things which is going on in India, but it's not so widely will affect in Kerala. We didn't expect because they are very illiterated people. Definitely, I will suggest that they are very illiterated people. One more thing, the wrong thing what the Kerala people is going behind is that if the boy is whomever, they never see the guy. They just wanted to give a guy more dowry. Whatever the if it is a marriage, why can't they do it as a simple marriage? Why do they want to give a more dowry? What is the necessity of giving that? See, if he is employed in government sector, he is not a king over here to show off, put off there. So I believe that whomever you are getting to marry, there is no need of giving such a dowry to him. Is it required? You people say that how do my child will survive over there. The survive is the next secondary part. Why, when what is the necessity of giving a guy a dowry, whether he is in government sector or is in private sector, whatever, you don't want to judge, or you cannot say that the guy is 100% pure person where you are giving a hand to your child. First of all, you have to think why and what is the necessity of why the guy is asking so much of dowry, and secondly, will the girl will be safe anymore? It's really heart hurting a lot for us. Yes, really hurting, and he has done a harsh harassment. So whatever I just want to say here is that when you focus to a marriage, please don't give dowry for a girl and send her. It's just like that you are selling a girl for any cost. Please don't do that such a stupid things in your life anymore. And one more thing, if you're going behind a matrimony site, the stupid fellows have written a lot of rubbish things over in matrimony. And don't believe that matrimony site people who are arriving to you will be a pure person and will be a honest person. Don't think that anymore. Just want to analyze first, if he is in government sector, and what is the necessity of giving so much of dowry to him? Is that required anymore? Is that he's not earning? Will he is not educated? He cannot take care of his wife? And why not? The education plays a number one role in India. And what is the necessity of giving such a harsh amount to him? These things has to be focused. The parent side, I have to suggest that if they are giving more dowry, please, the Kerala people are number one to give more dowry, and I know well, and they are in to give a more gold ornaments. Please stop this what to say, unwanted things. Is you're thinking that your child will be very safe. No more, this will not be happen no more. I want to suggest that the law has to be definitely changed, that they have to stop giving dowry or sridhanam. That is not required. Just they have to focus on education and work. That is only required for a life to be molded. And this has to be strictly warned and strictly warned and had been taken by the government. Almost in Dowry Act 1961 has been published everything, and again this statement and this structures has been proclaimed again. This is really serious about it. And if I have not done any Dowry Act sections, but today I just wanted to just want to give a brief about the section. If the Dowry Act has happened, what kind of section it comes, it comes under which section, what kind of punishment will be given. And one more, this will be the great awareness classes for the one who is being torturing the wife. So the sections of this, as a lawyer, I have to describe about the sections. So here the persons are saying that it can be a murder. So definitely maybe. So according to evidence, we have to get in evidence due to evidence law under section 1. So, so under section 304B, we have to take it off, and 302 is all about the murder. So just want to explain about the under the section. Just briefly look at here. The session says here what 304, 302. So I refer the 302 is all about the murder, the offense, the death is all about the death, imprisonable for the life of the death. It's a cognizable and non-bailable offense. The murder, maybe this case can be turned over to the murder also. As the people said that she is hanged and suicided. May not be. May not be this happened because past 2 days she was repeatedly tortured by her husband. Maybe she is done as it as a culpable homicide by the intention of her husband. Maybe by intention of her, the husband would have an intention to murder a wife and to get another marry. Maybe this maybe he has certain intention. I think so. This will not be a suicide by our own. This will be the intended. It will be intended by her husband or in-laws. Maybe. So the section can be turned over to like this also. You can investigate the section regarding like this, where it can be a murder. I absolutely think so. It is a murder because as there are 2 days or 3 days past, she was repeatedly tortured by her husband due to some uh, car matters or what. So whatever, maybe it will be harsh touch, as at the WhatsApp she has told us he has been harshing her and beating her and cruelly abusing. These all things happen. In the meanwhile, why not the murder can be happened by him? The question is there. So this session may be taken over by 302, I think so. And otherwise 304A refers the causing death by harsh and negligence act. Maybe he has been better, or can be given some, or can be harshly better, or something giving a mental torture. In the such things happen, the session can be turned over to 304B, B 304A also. The 304B represent here is as a dowry act, dowry death. So this is also non-bailable offense, and less than 5, almost 7 years will be imprisonment. There will be a amount to be paid. People, over that also we can see, we can also conclude this session with that of section 498A, the punishment subjecting to the marriage women to cruelty represent here the mental torture by their family background. I mean in-laws family background. Maybe sometime in-laws would have been bet a girl who is married. Maybe this will also be happen, because in some cases you can see the in-laws will beat their daughter-in-law. That is very harsh and cruel. So this also, I think this, in this case, this section also will include. And this here the imprisonment will increase, extend to the 3 years more. 3 years more it will be extended, and it is a non-bailable offense. It is also considered as a non-bailable, and sometimes defamation also can be taken off. Section 499, it comes with defamation, abusing, making her very bad in front of others, or I mean abusing her in front of others and putting her down everything, and her and her family. This also can be happened, I think so. So these sessions can be taken over like 302, 304, 304A B, and 498, or it can be taken 499, and the criminal intention also can be taken out 506. So I think so these sections, I mean this case can be filed over in these sections. Especially what I would like to say is here is that the dowry, why do it happens? See her harassment. This is concluded in 30. See this is the what she has sent the video of harassing. So this case can be filed under 498 harassment. See, this is also an evidence. The evidence will be have been taken under section 1 in evidence law, will be taken. The session in evidence law 113B, it will be referred it in 113B. This session, this can be taken as a evidence, WhatsApp evidence. Next, she has proclaimed the detail. She has said that, see, my husband has grabbed her for silly things. He has tortured her. So just see what reason unnecessarily has given torture. Family believes that it is a murder. What I said, the section comes under 302. It can be a murder or a culpable homicide, 299 session. So where we have to, police have to discover, there must be a relevant evidence to know whether it is a murder. Due to the post-mortem can be said, I think so, through the post-mortem, maybe she may wounded with some, what to say, hang part will on her neck. Maybe she's wounded. People says that she's wounded or she's cutted off. I mean the husband has been tried to murder her, or this is still the case is in irrelevant way. So we have to get a relevant evidence to know that whether it is a murder or a suicide or it is a culpable homicide. So still it is not published away, so we have to know this police as being investigating the things. We'll see what is going to be happen further. But what maybe the file, I think it can be a murder, because 2 days after she has been tortured by her husband, she has been tortured by her husband, there will be a possibility that it would have been a murder, because giving her relevant torture or abusing her or made her to be suicide, made or convey her to be suicide, maybe his harsh words made her to be get into that mentality and made her to be dead. I think so. So that can be a culpable homicide. The person who is really wanted have an intent to murder her. So yeah, actually, this one more thing. He's suspended. Most of the people say that he's suspended. He must know the death and value of her wife. Actually, so what it, this is not the way to suspend a person from a job, that it does not convey that he will not do any more. There must be a lesson for this. There must be a full stop for this Dowry Act. What do I say? Directly encounter is best. What do the one of the people said that the rape, in the rape cases also, people were not very aware of it. They were randomly they were going on behind of it. When the encounter done by in Andhra Pradesh, then the people comes to know the value of the life. Is that the value of a life? So what would I say, that this is not the way to suspending a person from a job will not be ending, or will not be any full stop for these sessions. So the dowry death, whatever the punishment also should be given, that should be a very hard punishment, where he must know the value of the life. And the one who is alive, value, you don't need to respect a person, you don't need to respect a lady. So in that cases we have to give a very harsh punishment, whatever the, it can be encounter anything, direct things should be handed over by the police department. One more thing is that the people said that he is a RTO officer. The officer don't know to follow the rules and regulation. How do the normal people will follow the rules and regulation? You think of that. He's being an RTO officer. He don't have a common sense of asking dowry from the reputed wife. Such a things, he himself, he don't have such a awareness about it. And how do he get a government job? The people over there, the government job, I think they are blindly they are taking the person for a work, and they don't know whether the person is the character, this is character is really perfectly good or not. Simply they are giving a test that is called the PFC test or something. They are writing over there, they may not know anything, and selecting the person. If he don't know the rules and regulations, how do he become a RTO officer? That is the question behind of it. Why, how did he become an RTO officer? Don't he know the value of a girl, and don't he know the value of a marriage? And how do he become a RTO officer? And that of the rules and regulation he don't know what to follow. And such a idiot can, how such a blind idiot and mental fellows can be hand over to be RTO officers as a big officer. It's damnly hurting others. So I think so the person may not be physically fit or mentally be. And how did he treat her wife like that? And these people have been selected as RTO sessions. It's really hurting others. People say that he's suspended from the government department. Maybe whatever. But that is not a matter here. He's suspended is not a matter. He has to be get a severe punishment, because he has to know the value of a woman, how to treat a woman. So being just he has married for 1 year, and what kind of behavior he shows, and what will be his lifestyle? Just he need a money. That's it. I think the government employees getting good enough money structures, and why do they want to beg like a beggar behind of a girl's house? So as out of I just wanted to know that. And first of all, we have to put a full stop for this dowry session. All the women, I just want to say the protest against this. The women is widely educated. She is talented. She is bold enough to run the family, and she knows what to do. And I think the girl should be very sharp enough, and no need of being afraid of this. What to say, if you are married, you should not bend your head to your husband is not required here anymore. Be bold enough. If you are facing anything, you can put it into the media structures and put your husband to be down over here. So don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. What I always say, the maybe this you make it a mental tortures, harassing, anything, but don't lose your life, because it is very precious than your husband. I think so. The God has gifted us a life to live a life with a happy manner, not to get into a trouble and get if you are in trouble, so you have to find a solution, and this is not the solution to get a suicide. Maybe you may face a different things, but be bold enough and put your hands be just straightforward. Don't think that he will beat me, he will harass me. Never think. If he is beating, he harassing you, just you can also do that, because rights are same, laws are same, all are equal before law and right. If your husband don't know, if you better know that, you just take a challenge and move ahead. I can say only these things to the ladies. So the sessions, as I said, you can look at here. Those who are not aware of the dowry, please go through that sessions. If in the case if you have a dowry torture, anything, if you are facing, this is my channel. You can command here. If any problems arrive, our police department. First of all, don't believe the police department completely, because the police department is moving a very western condition, what I say here, because the people over the police department are receiving the money for the case movement. What I see, I've seen several things over here. First of all, if you have any problem, just consider the lawyer directly through the lawyer you can move ahead. Don't go with the police station, that you may think the police will protect us. Never. The police department is such a police department, nato department is doing such a cheap things. You think of that. Why do you want to say your feelings to a police department? Never do that. Just go behind of law or the magistrate. Just directly you can go with an, there is a law, you can complain directly, or you can complain in the site address. Being complaining in police department wasting, and he may suggest to you, he may say that I can warn your husband. That is never give up that part of that. Okay, warning is not a part of life. So whatever the decision you have taken, you can go with the legally only. Never to give a second option for your family life. What did I say that? And these sessions, if any of you have a doubt, you can see whatever the sessions I have said. Most of this case will be concluded with a murder, I think so. It can be a culpable homicide. So next, whatever the video I mean, my most of my friends have been told about the dowry that you have not done. See that I never think that it will happen, because it was happening in very ancient times, but not now. The people are widely educated, and I don't know why they are going behind of such things. But this, the ladies has to be very strong. Never give up your life for the one who is what to say, in fact, unwanted fellows, unwantedly they are spending their life. See, she is really well educated. If she could have been educated herself more, she could have been become a good doctor, and she could have been served for others. But she lost her life. That's what felt me more killed, because why did she has done the suicide? She has lost her wonderful life because of this infancy husband. mental fellows. Really. Is that? The life is precious. Never leave your life for anybody else. So thank you guys for watching my video. If any more I want to if I would have been emotionally said if somebody felt very bad, please you can comment. It doesn't matter because emotional comes when we are into that part. Is it? Because when you can see if anything happens in your family, how do you feel? Like that only I have conveyed my message. If anything fault behind it, please command it. No problems. I can change over. And take care. See you. Bye bye.